Welcome back to BCS 2023, where we have Eva versus Chronojet.
Yeah, it's very BSF 23, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here from the Nether. What's up?
We're just talking about how 2023 was such a fun year. We're going to do it again.
Time is a flat circle. And speaking of which, we're going to transition probably over to the main match, where I think the game is just about to get started. Unfortunately, again, still a bit of glare over there on the other side, but me when I can't play in darkness.
Also, I mean, it's Jet, it's Eva, we all know the cards. We will probably somewhat manage to recognize what is going on here.
But the thing as well is, like, especially Xande, like, he's always been like a Dark States main, but especially now, he's kind of like slowly coming up with like better and better Jet cooks.
More and more cooks.
Yeah. As the person who has to test into these cooks.
You're the victim of it.
I might offer some special insights. Let's see.
If Xande makes Top Cut, Icey just was like, I have been the victim of all of the trial and error. He's been experimenting on me for years.
Searching the monster order.
Yeah, because the monster order, for those who don't know, is effectively to top 5 for monsters, and if it finds up to 2, it goes 1 to hand, 1 to drop.
So what we
And
have
they're
here,
whiffed, unfortunately.
We call this the classic Ava blunder.
yes. I mean, they are playing less monsters now than they did in the last season, so
it makes sense.
It makes sense
Yeah,
that they don't always fit.
Yeah,
But you see, he dropped the Imigar, so it's already set pretty well.
Yeah, he's still pretty happy with it. Because the thing as well is, like, you as the Ava player, now you don't run Secondals, for example, because you don't need that monster, because your new order does that for you. So the new order also frees up 2 more deck slots, which is, I think, what we see him run the more of the attack scales, like the radio, but the set 6 variant, because it allows you to just have orders and scale up a bit.
Xande dropped the clockwise and then also called the clockwise, and I think I saw him soul charge Elementaria.
Yeah, that looked like an Elementaria. And there's
but
GG.
he has GG now, so next turn there's gonna be a Soul Blitz to call. Or a drop of
So the Combine Rusher.
Very
Combine
good
Rusher,
Combine
so
Rusher this
Yeah,
card.
so
this is gonna be a fine day.
It really is 2023 all over again.
He's going to be able to revive Immigrant and Combine Rusher, and either go Tri-Lane or one really big column.
What do you think? I think here I would be making big columns. I want to just push damage. I want that guaranteed
Yeah,
number.
I mean,
Unless he has the boosters in hand, he could also just have.
I mean, Eva is a deck
There you go. So actually,
that compresses a lot.
and speaking of actually, so we were talking just now about like if the new deck space being freed up. Well, it's actually being freed up by the new Grade 2 order. There's a research order that basically says you can only play if your Vanguard is player with Ava. And basically, when your glitter is placed on rear guard, you can give it plus 5k. And then in the auto zone, you can Soul Blast 1, rest it, and choose a glitter from your drop zone and bot deck it. So, for example, you Superior Ride into Poison in Paradise, you rewrite Ava at the end of turn. This goes bot decks for Poison in Paradise, and then the same Immigrant, and then rides the same thing from Soul.
I've seen people only main decking 1 Ava, 1 Poison
I think that's
Paradise.
ballsy. I want 2.
brave.
I think 2 is correct. But
He did a lot of rushing. Let's see how that goes.
Oh, and a heal as well.
Ah, that is strong.
Heal at this stage is really, really good.
That's the one thing with Ava is its early game is very consistent because its scale is
Oh, Xande also hit the trigger, so...
Yeah, it's the
It's the crit. It's the crit.
crit.
It's a crit SIR, yeah. Because the interesting thing as well is because the thing is, because you free up the Poison in Paradise space, we actually get to see the tech option kind of come up, which is this ability. It's a rare from set 6, which basically directly scales off the number of cards in your order zone.
Yeah.
So it's like so like you have your radio booster. It's the same, but instead of greatest cards. So it's actually really, really good for early aggro. Because you always have 2 orders on turn 2, so it still gets that plus 10k. So it's the 18k boost. Oh, is it 13 or 18k booster? I think it's 13 and 18 on 3. So it's like you're still looking at 23k column into an 8k. That's 20k shield from hand. You're taking that.
Xande is on 2, that's fine on the stage.
But a very good heal from
I think
Fairchild.
that's on 3, isn't it? He's on 3, I believe. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the SIR and 2 normals.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, fine. It's fine, here's Glimmer Breath. Glimmer Breath is really, really good in early game. We found out that we actually really underestimated this card.
Yeah.
He just lets you draw. You don't actually put...
You don't commit anything,
You don't
right?
use hand cards for commitment.
Oh, and the Focalor comes down as well.
Yeah, he removed the clockwise earlier, so she's live.
And the Giga, yeah.
That's another. Yeah.
So his hand is going to come back from this. unfortunately, Fairchild's scaling is still there. He hasn't dealt. Xande can't deal with the board.
Ooh, another glimmer breath.
So next.
But then he's swinging ray guards here, which is the important thing. Like he's trying to go for that ball control.
I mean,
because things on no CB or forcing him. I take everything back.
I think he swung with rear guard because it was a GG just with 8. And she would not hit a fit. He was not banking on the trigger.
But it's still crazy seeing how much like Xande can commit and still look at that hand size. It's like he's been checking draws or anything, right?
Yeah. I mean, have you checked the trigger lineup of his?
Not yet. I'm sure he is checking. He has draw like he hasn't been checking it just yet. Knowing Xande, I would assume it's some form of like rainbow lineup. Oh yeah, I remember it was 7 fronts, right?
Which I think for how Xande has played the deck when we were talking earlier.
Yeah, early aggro
I think
really benefits from fronts.
I also think.
But also Jet always can have 2 standing front rows when it swings. One swings to a fade rider. And next stage will always be your first swing, so when Jet checks fronts, it normally is live on 2 ray guards.
Yeah, I mean, not having that critical advantage of critical triggers.
Yeah.
It does hurt. It's also a little bit. You also lose your like in situations like that, your early game kind of gets punished by swinging rear guard first. So you more often than not you're playing into defensives more for an early game rush, which for this format might not be super ideal because it is lots of stride decks, but it will start to. Xande will get the benefit of that once he starts striding, because suddenly his crits that lose value, his fronts that lose value early are now more shield or more resources. So Xande is going for a more stride approach to gears rather than I'm going to check crits early and push it.
I mean, what have we here? That's Blue Lab?
Yes, Blue Lab.
So he calls another Amigo.
Yeah, another behind the Vanguard. Though the other thing Jet has going for it is it has its stride skill, and your other things can remove the big boosters.
That is true.
So I think that is a good thing for Xande, because it does create answers. It forces the every player to commit to the 5k the extra booster every turn, and if it doesn't, the numbers almost get halved.
Did he already do the poison in paradise? Seems kind of wrong.
Yeah.
Like, he played the order with, not in the Evator. Interesting. He's already. That's only a free attack turn in the Eva. Interesting.
I think that's okay though, because like given Xande's position, like you're really trying to put him in a position where he's gonna not guard the Vanguard, because then any crit goes on the Obscurate and makes it lethal. So I actually think this is okay, because you know that Xande's gonna start pumping out a lot of numbers, so you're trying to make him commit the cards now, so that he can then only have like normal units later. Because the thing is, like, he sees Xande's on Goat, and we know Goat's going to be bot decking a lot of normal units. So you know that he's going to like somewhat uncompress himself as the game goes on. So if he checks the triggers, if he wastes the triggers now, the odds of him checking them later are lower.
I think Xande is looking at PG.
No, that's
That's not
a
PG. That's 2 to break. Yeah.
So far in the crit, yeah.
Are they reconfirming the numbers or?
probably.
Yeah.
So I think there was something wrong with the numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe Xande calculated on the Chronojet already. I don't know. Okay, Oh, he seems to have tracked the trigger.
Oh.
And that went on the Chronojet.
Yeah, unfortunately.
1 damage on the GV. Comes the Obscurate. That's Alim. That's a PG.
Yeah.
And I think
at this point you can just take this one, but I don't know if you necessarily want to.
Do you want to take it right now? That's the question.
going to 5 is not ideal.
It's what, 33?
Okay, no, he's using the
Using the
cat.
cat.
Yeah, I think you have to. Because one of the really cool lines that Danny was telling us about is the fact because the order exists, it can let GB happen early.
Yeah.
You can go upstream into cat CC1, so you can get one more CB than you thought you were going to.
Yeah. Okay,
Discard the cycler.
Discard Nutuzio, and there's another clockwise on board, so he might just, or he just search for it with the.
There's literally lines where you have
he's searching the Chronojet.
Yeah.
So maybe he will. We'll see if he'll use the second clockwise that he has on board.
Okay, it's crazy because if you have a Glimmer Breath and upstream, you go Glimmer Breath CB1 draw, upstream into cat CC1, Vanguard swing, timely to the Glimmer Breath.
Yes, that's the clockwise for board.
That's such a clean line.
Did he draw from the cycler?
I don't think he did yet, but it's still on chain, so he hasn't missed the timing for it yet. So for now he's taking back the Noctursio. I think now he will draw. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
And
worried. Now he has it all. I think he had to take the okay, and now he strides for right
again.
Just to double dip
on the just to double dip on the cyclers. So strong.
Because remember as well, your on-ride Soul Blast 1 to search your deck for a grade 3 too. So
and we saw him take back earlier the the Glimmer Breath.
The Glimmer Breath draw.
And he has the upstream from earlier.
Speaking of exactly what we talked about earlier.
Yes, so that is.
I don't think your line here is the same, but you can, which is the insane part.
Okay, here comes the upstream GG. So that will probably upstream GG.
That's 23, I believe.
Yeah. Fate Rider spins back the GG and calls the upstream back again.
Double intercept. Yeah. Into GG.
Might also be Focalor, because he already used the clockwise.
Because he can use the Gigi into either upstream or another go, and then go something.
It's more likely that he will, if he has the Soul, use the GG he spins back over the upstream that he calls out now, and put the GG back behind the Glimmer Breath.
Yeah, then all power are going to go upstream on this one just to make sure it hits.
And you've also got.
Otherwise, it's swinging 20.
I mean, it swings. If he hits a defensive trigger, that won't be enough.
Because the other one's already 25, right? So I feel like he has to go on upstream here.
Yeah, that is also an upstream. But the Glimmer Breath has +5 as well from its own call, so it's fine.
So that's on its own 20, but it's always going to have a booster, so it's always 28.
So
First check, second check, third check. Oh, that's rough.
That's not good. And then the defensive on top is.
it depends on what his draws are going to be from the GGO. He might also call it Focalor behind the Glimmer Breath. But I think I saw him check 1 or 2, so there might not be any in deck. It's going to be really rough.
And then there's GG. Shuffling it up, and then.
Yeah, that's a 33.
Yeah, so it's only a 15k block. Which I think he would be trying to guard this.
Or he might take it for going too far, for getting the heal maybe next round, but no, he's guarding.
What over trigger is Fairchild on, do you know?
I suspect red.
I suspect.
Fairchild? Animation
Should be
Elder.
red, yes, it's red.
Right,
Red,
right.
yeah.
It's a solid choice for Eva.
Yeah.
Because yeah, the double 2 crit's always pretty good. And the blue can come out of Xande as well.
I mean, if you're on solid with crits, you need another crit.
Yeah, you need the 5th crit.
So that's the Omega.
So now scaling is going to be big.
He's already going to the Poison in Paradise. I did not see him use order this turn yet.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Yeah, I haven't seen an order either.
Because he hasn't used it. He's about to.
I mean, he does not have any CB, so there's not going to be a combine rusher.
Well, the second he plays an order, he can then countercharge one. He just does a combine rusher for it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like that's
Yeah,
fine because his numbers are still going to be high, right?
Honestly, he's currently looking at the grade 1 order. I think that was the grade 1 order for the countercharge, so yeah.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you do the grade 1 order, you're not doing blue lab.
Yeah.
So, is that worth it?
Because he can't combine rusher, but he can immigrate, so
Also, did you see him draw for Persona right?
I
not
didn't.
yet. I think he's about to.
Please
Oh, one
order
sec.
your deck. We will collect it after the round for the deck checks if you're in top 8. So we've been going very quick, so maybe I will tell you after how much time we're gonna wait for the starting of the top.
When you persona right, yeah, we just want to not normally if there's any warnings or anything, so thank you.
Okay, and that's been fixed. As I said, they just drew.
He literally just draws a continue, but we need
Yeah.
to bring it down just in case. Because like sometimes they say show warnings for that stuff, and obviously we can't.
Yeah,
So
okay, so we did not even get a warning, it's fine.
yeah, because they were literally like, there's nothing to fix,
Yeah.
so just draw
Yeah,
one.
it's just, he forgot and,
Yeah. Okay, the issue is how do we
I
progress
can't
to
believe
anything?
we're rule shagging.
Nah, that's not how Xande would like to win. It's
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
wants to win like that. But I think it's always clear communication if
Yeah.
there's a mistake. Because I think from the opposite side, if I found out I made an illegal action in the game, I'd feel awful about it.
Yeah.
So,
Queuing in
I
with
mean,
NLKs and
it
illegal
happens.
action. You should feel bad.
So we have the Call of the Obscurate.
yeah. This is still going to be a scary time for Xande to deal with.
I mean, Xande looks like he has like 10 cards, but we did not see anything
PGs.
worth of shield in his triple draft. So.
Yeah.
The thing is, people forget like Ava numbers are scary. Like they're big.
I mean, she has a ceiling, but the ceiling is still like 50.
Yeah, and that 50 is still like 2 triggers and like.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Forgot to countercharge.
Forgot to countercharge.
Yeah, he's getting into his own head. He's forgot to countercharge.
Yeah. The miss of the Persona Red probably did not help.
Yeah.
Like, you to make one mistake and it's like...
Because the issue with the judge designs, they really throw you off your game, but like they need to happen if a mistake happens.
I think it's
I mean, the counter plus won't matter for this turn, but next turn,
yeah. This is
that is the problem.
a lot of pressure's just been relieved.
I mean, Xande's confirming numbers for the
But
Vanguard swing.
yeah, this is. But it happens.
So, okay. Ooh, that's a
One to pass.
Ooh, that's
Nice
very
check.
good. Chi and Imika.
Oh, Xande, you are brave. You are a brave man, Xande.
He's a mathematician.
Oh my god. What was it 10, 23, 33, 38, 48, 56?
Got a D1 with the crit,
Yeah.
so now he's safe.
I think he takes.
Yeah, this one you take.
Yeah.
And he does.
It's a GG as well.
It's a GG.
That's 2 GGs out in damage already.
1 in play.
But as long as 1 in play,
One in play
it's
is
fine.
fine.
So, yeah, and that's the next stage.
Yeah, that's the.
Next stage from 3. Yeah,
That's doable.
we'll see.
The thing is, you just saw they have a check 1 PG, but you know that's kind of dead, right? Because Vanguard still exists.
I mean, you can still throw the PG for the next stage himself.
Yes, of course, yeah.
And it's the monster PG, so you have to ditch one anyway. It doesn't matter. Did we see the Elementaria on the Eva side? I don't think so.
We haven't seen Elementary yet.
Do we know?
We've seen Elementary from Xande, but not from.
Yeah.
In fact, all the games kind of bleed together in terms of what Elementar has been seen.
Okay, we have Glimmer Breath, and this
Breath
time
again.
he has the +10 life because we are GB free.
Yeah. So numbers are gonna get big. Depends on what he and an upstream. Very good.
There we go. And Focalor to the back.
Wow, yeah, nice.
I mean, we did not see a lot of triggers from Xande yet, so this is gonna be a scary turn.
This could, yeah.
This could be a very scary turn.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and there goes the next stage.
Swing gun boosted. Shows the PG, that everyone knows.
Yes.
Pitch immigrant.
That's I don't think
that
that's
a-
upstream,
that's
upstream,
upstream.
and clockwise.
Clockwise, yeah. That's one. This guy.
Ditch upstream and clockwise.
Yeah, I think those are the two cleanest.
Oh, that's a Focalor. And I did not see the second ditch.
It looked like upstream.
Yeah. Okay. So, but this is still a 40k swing.
Like, that's the thing, the numbers don't seem like huge when you think about it, but then you go like, wait, hang on, 40 is like 2 crits, like...
Yeah, and that's still one
Yeah,
pass.
there's like real triggers, like they are real numbers, like...
So Chronojet is still a scary deck. Okay, yeah, that's...
OT to break.
First check.
check. Yeah, he just...
So PG is
PG is
going
a
to
good,
be-
is a good, yeah.
But the trouble for Xande is he can't afford to take any damage here at all.
I mean, he does need to push damage anyway, like,
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe like the next issue was like a bit preemptive, like a bit soon?
No, I think he needed to. I mean, the cat is out and it's just a one-off. He cannot remove it to game, so he doesn't have the counter charge. I think he will just stay. If there is another turn, he might just stay down, or he goes into Fate Rider for just big numbers.
I think playing for also I think doing the most amount of drives to heal triggers because
Yeah.
like
We did not see any heals out of Xande yet, so he might still heal down just on a 6th
in a
damage.
6th way, yeah.
Okay.
So I think playing for also if you have OT out, you put yourself on an OT situation. So I think playing for this jet here was fine if you're playing on the assumption that you're losing next turn
Yeah.
because it gives you the most amount of
It gives you the most hand cards just from the drive checks, and you can refresh the hand because you ditch.
yeah.
So it's probably fine. I mean, I don't think I've seen any heals out of him. I don't think I've seen
I
OT
don't.
either. So if there's still 5 basically heals in this deck, there's not so many cards in deck. The banking on the top card being a heal could work out. I mean, we don't know what he's thrown into, so there's...
And Xande, and even while there's depth in the main phase, the battle phase is a pretty mapped out. Like you know really what the numbers are going to be every single turn.
Like once you enter the battle phase, you're like, okay, I see what this is.
We know there's there's 4 attacks. We know one is going to have a crit. It's,
Oh, no Pippa either.
he played the order first, and now he's done the evil. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, because he needed to play the Auto Soul Blast Eva down.
Yeah.
So you could recycle them.
Yeah, also he called the combined rush out from.
Yeah.
So now we have the Sonorite.
But look at Eva's deck. Eva's deck's getting real small.
Yeah, I mean, you compress so
It
much.
compresses as well, so
Yeah, but honestly, the EVA experience is you have 8 cards in deck, 6 of trigger, and you double check
Blanks.
units.
rite of passage.
The blanket experience.
It is truly the rite of passage.
I think that's gonna be a count. No, that's the power +5 out of the Blue Lab research.
Yeah, it's a PG.
That's the torrential for more
Power.
yeah, and also more
But it's for the
shield
Blitz order.
later for the Bliss Aura.
Because there's a bit order just gives you 5k per.
Per one.
No,
yeah.
10k.
10k per ship per rest.
10k for every set order.
Oh yeah, for every
That
rest
is,
itself.
that is, has
Yeah.
been rested. It's like totally insane. Like, oh, one Blitz order and have 40k shields. Oops.
Wheeze.
Okay, here goes the combined rusher. It's 20. No, 30 because of the combined rusher skill itself. There's one here. Was that Tiska? No, that's not Tiska. He would be resolving a Tiska.
So the question is,
I mean, you have to save the PG for the obscurate.
yeah,
Guard 2 to pass here and hope that he doesn't get the crit.
oh, that's 2 heals.
Oh, jeez. And now he has. Oh, he does not have the energy for Tiska, that's the problem. What was the
That's
guide?
CB4 2 blanks.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I said. The EVE experience. So here's the this will be the PG, yes.
That's a PG.
With the
Discarding the Regalis.
yeah.
Another
Oh,
PG.
and another
What a
PG.
god.
Here goes.
One card in hand. Does he have it?
And now we're gonna see what he's gonna do with this.
Stand and draw.
Can he stride? That's the question. Is it
Is it worth it to
Is it
stride?
worth it to stride? Because if he does stride, you know.
So how many rested set orders does Eva have?
4.
Or, I mean, if he has the freeze ray.
5 actually.
That's
No.
Is it 4?
4
Did he counter
because
charge
you
last
have
time?
no, it doesn't matter because like the counter charge retires the order from drop, so you won't do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How does he get to 5? Because you rest 3 with Blue Lab
And one of the rest of what
and one of the
And one of the ones that bought Explosive
Oh, right,
Paradise.
right.
5.
Okay, yeah, it's
says
5.
63 plus the intercepts.
Yeah, no PG, no grade 1 separate. Yeah, that's the torrential. So, let's see, come on.
Heal.
Heal.
Ooh,
That's
very nice,
wrong.
very nice, very nice, very nice.
Oh,
But I don't
I
think
don't
it will
think
be
it's
enough
enough.
if he.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, goes to Glimmer Breath. Glimmer Breath still has the +10 of his.
Oh,
And front. Let's see.
but yeah, puts the opponents on 5.
Let's see. There comes the Glimmer Breath. Power +10 of its own skill. That's a big number.
Yeah.
Was it 10, 20, 28, 38, 40, 58?
PG.
That's a PG.
48 or 53?
Is that another PG?
Now is the
That's another
question.
PG.
Yeah, it's a PG.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah, and then unless
And then unfortunately, that might be game for Xande. Yeah.
I mean Oti is still in. You might see. You can take 1 damage.
But that is tense.
Yeah, that was the PG.
Yeah, crit discard PG. Oh, PG discard crit.
But Evil still yet again does not have any counter blast.
Yeah, no count blast. How much deck does he have?
Yeah, it can't be much.
It's small.
There's a Blue Lab in hand.
That's time.
I'm on the round. But guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. Bye.
Ciao.